Hi, thanks for tuning in. This is the S&P 500 Index Futures daily wave chart. Looking at the daily chart here just quickly, you can see the market has broken down further this week. It certainly threatened to break down, and it does look like it may have done so. This is the wave chart, so you're looking at the cumulative volume for each wave. So up here, there was 10.8 million contracts traded. You can see that was the highest upwave volume for the previous 1, 2, 3, 4 upwaves, yet it could only come up towards the highs on 10.8 million contracts, almost double some of these upwaves. The market couldn't even establish a new high. That's telling you that there was selling in the market, selling into this demand. Price came back in response, as you would expect, and the next upwave only had 1.5 million contracts. Buyers were exhausted. There was no demand. That was confirmed in the following upwave with only 2.2 million contracts after price had broken down. The attempt to recover was weak. Price did push lower again on an increase in contracts here. This is the highest downwave volume you've had for quite some time. 6.9, 6.6. This was 7.6 million contracts. It caused a breakdown. There was an attempt to recover, but the market could only gather up 3.6 million contracts. That wasn't enough to sustain a recovery. In response, price is pushing lower again on 5.5 million contracts, well exceeding the last 3 upwave volumes. And this is an incomplete push lower at the point in time. That's 5.5 million contracts and still going. It hasn't completed that wave yet. So this market is weak, demand is low, and supply is beginning to overwhelm the market. Here's the normal daily chart. You can clearly see what we just said then is taking place. Sometimes the wave chart is more easy to see what's going on, especially when you're looking at the volume per wave. But the market was attempting to hold on up here. It broke down on this bar. There was an attempt to recover. That failed. Price broke down a second time. There was a stronger attempt to recover here, but it wasn't able to do so. And the market appears to have broken down a third time here. I expect the market will attempt to recover again, but it will most likely fail. And price will probably keep going lower at this point in time. It would take a really sustained move now to even stabilise the market sideways. I do note that Friday's bar did close a little off the day's low, so there was an attempt to support the market, although the volume suggests it wasn't a particularly strong attempt, being just around the average. So this market is weak at the moment. It really needs to see a strong attempt to support the market, some buying support to come in, then some sideways trading prior to any serious attempt to push higher. This market's trading sideways to down at best, and it really is trading down at this point in time. Okay, thanks for your time. See ya.